Hi, my name is Ira. I study in Hong Kong Polytechnic University. I'm in year 2 for International Shipping and Transport Logistics. Right now I only play for university team, and I used to play for Hong Kong team for U Sub Gao, but I had to stop because I don't have a Hong Kong passport. Yeah, and my favorite goalkeeper is Hope Solo because her agility and strength is really good, and I aim to be as good as her. I started football when I was maybe around grade 5, but that was only because when I was younger, they needed a goalkeeper and I was the tallest girl in the school, so they picked me. But eventually, going on to Form 5, one of my teachers, she introduced me into the Hong Kong football the summer sports program, and since then a lot of teams have picked me up, and especially Hong Kong team before. One of the Hong Kong team coaches came up to me and asked me to join, and I tried out for Hong Kong team and I made it, but unfortunately now I can't play for Hong Kong team because I don't have a Hong Kong passport, so I can't play officially. And yeah, so I think one of the good tips for being a goalkeeper is that you need to be mentally strong, because it's really hard, especially if not every situation in the field is different. Like, you can't always repeat the same thing, so it's always good to have like a strong mentality to keep telling yourself to keep going. Another tip for being a goalkeeper is to also have good awareness on the pitch. You need to be able to anticipate where the ball is going to go and who is it going to be passed to, so that you could either intercept that ball or to also help your teammates to move around. So I think a lot of anticipation is also good, which is all mental. So yeah. With high ball, it's important to always have good timing. You have to always check where the ball is, and when you jump, it has to be just as the ball is coming down at the right timing to get the ball. And sure, you can't catch the ball, just pat it over the net just to make sure no goals are made. Yeah, it's always good to assess who is around you as well when you go up for the ball, because you might hit your teammate, or you have to scream out keeper so that you're the one getting the ball and not your defender. One of the most memorable experience that I had in football was that I broke my left hand in my very first Hong Kong League game. It was my debut game, and I broke it in the first 20 minutes of the game. And what was memorable about that was that even though I broke it, it was a high ball and I punched it out, but instead it hit this area, and I didn't know it broke, but I felt pain, but I just kept playing for the remaining 90 minutes. And then after that, I went straight to the hospital. And then since that, the whole recovery process, I just wanted to keep going back into the pitch because it was my first time playing in the Hong Kong League. And then after I got my hand better, I told myself that I needed to make up all those days that I missed out. And right when the doctor said it was okay for me to play, I went straight to the pitch with my friend to help me get back my hand coordination. Yeah. So from that, it gave me good motivation to keep playing the football. Whenever I feel nervous during a game, I talk to myself a lot. I would always tell myself to not be afraid, especially for going against stronger teams. I'm always telling myself, don't be afraid, and that there's only one time you can do something good, and that's right now. And I always tell myself to just try my best. And especially when we're losing during a game, I always try to encourage my teammates to don't give up. I always tell them to gaya and keep going, don't stop. Especially because it's very hard mentally, you always have to keep telling yourself positive things and don't let your head go down. Yeah. Referee. It's hard to always fight with the referee. When referees always when they always do bad calls, it's always hard to fight with them because you can't tell the referee they're wrong. And so when the ref does call bad ones, you just have to accept it and keep going, and then use the bad call as a motivation to tell them, no, you were wrong at first, and then do better after that. Yeah. So for my preference with the finger protection and the gloves, I tend to use them a lot because I'm always prone to having Fuck you, that. I just like it because it helps my fingers to stay in place, especially if the ball comes. It helps me to prevent it from going backwards. Like you see here, this one has finger protection and it's hard for it to like slip back. So that's why I like it, but I think it's also good to train without it just so that you're used to the ball feeling and you're more reliant on your hands rather than your finger protection. Yeah. The difference between University League and Hong Kong Women's League, I think, is that in University League, a lot of girls are only playing not because they don't want to, but also because they want to try something new. Because in university, everyone is encouraged to join different sports and to try out different things. So we have people that come from different backgrounds of sports to come join our team in PolyU. We have people from handball team just to try out. And whereas in the Hong Kong Women's League, you have girls who have background in Hong Kong team and have always played football since they were younger. And so the skill level may be different. And yeah, I think there is a difference between that because university students don't have a lot of time to train, and the Hong Kong League, they want to have a career in football as well. So that's why they're always training harder. And, yeah, I think the women's development for football in Hong Kong is really good. I've played in the summer program that the HKFA did, and then they had from summer program into district program, and then if they liked you in district, they will move on to Hong Kong team. And that's how I started playing. Like my teacher in high school, she introduced me into the summer program, and then through that I started going into the district team, and then Hong Kong team coaches approached me and then got me from that. And then I could tell from that type of development, it helps girls from a younger age go through soccer to go up to different levels. The standard of performance between Hong Kong and other countries, I think there is a slight, like, Hong Kong might be here and then other countries up here. But it's not a bad thing, it's just that Hong Kong needs to further help women to develop. Like in the Hong Kong leagues, or like in the Hong Kong team, they're not paying attention a lot to the women's team. Instead of like, they're focusing more on the men's team. And I think if they could at least give a little bit more resources and better training times too to help the women's develop, I think Hong Kong does have the potential, but I think there has to be more resources that's put into the women's team. But I think Hong Kong still has a long way to go. For women, I mean, yeah. The lucky person will win one of this.